Let me thank you first. As you know, Italy and Ethiopia excellent, relations. I think outstanding, I can say right now. We are working together in the last year for the development of the country, as equal partners. We are here not to touch anything to anybody. We are just to cooperate, as equal country and to help each other to share, our experience. As concerns Salini, and we build in Pregillo is one of the top level Italian, firm. So they work here, they work all over the world, so they are doing great job, and not only here, even in other countries. We are talking about an Italian top level technology, firm. But we have not only Salini here, we have different, reality working on the ground, and maybe we can come back to this after on the, on the interview. And that's it. So I think there are, now we are interested in even on the grid, on the network, so also on the renewable energy sector, so we can continue to work together as we have done so far. We have different projects. We have agro-industrial project in Oromia, in Amara, and now we start in Tigray as well. And we have a big project on coffee. The last one, we increased the budget to 10 million for the project on coffee. But let me say that we are working a lot on this difficult task because food security is a multi-dimensional problem, very difficult to take, link to the to the climate change. So Ethiopia is suffering the climate change as well. But let me focus on the results of Ethiopia. In the last year, Ethiopia grows a lot on the food security. They are doing very well. So we are also on this matter. We are very interested in in sharing our experience. And at the end of July, I can give this. We will have, a United Nations food system that we will host with Ethiopia here, and we will talk about food security. So, we are sharing our experience and we are continuing to work on this matter. We are collaborating on this matter as well. Just yesterday we had, in the Villa Italia, a very nice event, a fashion show where with the Italian, designer. But we give, scholarship for two, young Ethiopian designers to go in Italy to study, a little bit our fashion design. Fashion in Italy is a big voice of GDP. So I think Ethiopia has a huge potential, is a huge market, 120 million, not only outside but also inside. So it's a job creation. So we have to work on that, and we have, for example, financing a school through UNIDO, for young Ethiopian designer. We are working with your Minister of Labor as well. We have programs, so we are continuing on this matter. And also this is very important issues that we have to continue to work, to make understand how it's important to have this kind of industry as a job creation for, even for young women, for people that are, very keen on this kind of matter. We understand very well each other because Ethiopia is suffering as Italy, because Ethiopia is, a country destination. It's more than a land of origin. So we can share the burdens. What does it mean to have all these migrants in a legal way, and doesn't help economy, and we have a lot of problems. We have to, first of all, let me pave the way for any misunderstanding. We have to to make it clear that we are in favor of legal migration. That's one of the key matters of the Piano Mattei. But we have to tackle, the illegal migration, because it doesn't get anywhere. Because when you have a lot of people for our geographical position like Ethiopia, after, you have to do something, and the illegal traffickers is taking advantage of this kind of stuff. So, there's not a problem of We can help each other, but we have to create legal channel of migration. That is the only way to go forward. And we understand very well each other, because I know that Ethiopia is, for all the crises around Ethiopia in the region, bring here migrants, and sometimes they stop here. So we collaborate, we share, information, we share, experience, and we can go ahead. But we have to take into account that the only way to go forward is to have legal migration. That could be an advantage for the African continent and Ethiopia and Italy as well. But we know very well what does it mean to share the burdens of having, all these migrants in our land. We are, let me say that we are doing a lot, because we are financing, Ethiopian humanitarian aid through, most of them are, international organizations, but we are helping, refugees camp, like in Gambella, in other part of the country, they come from Sudan or whatever. We are very active on this, and we are helping on this matter as well. So, we are, let me say that we are involved in many, field of collaboration, and we are doing a lot. We don't like to show off. We prefer to make things and to be pragmatic and to help in the concrete way, the Ethiopians, because it's the way to go forward. Let me start for the last two visits of our Ministry of Education and Ministry of University. They were here in the last months. We have a lot. We signed, a memorandum of understanding. Many Italian universities are collaborating with, Ethiopian University. We doubled our scholarship. We are the only one to try to facilitate a visa to go in Italy if they have, the right paper to go. And we are promoting, because it's the key issues to have a legal, let me say, migration. They could stay in Italy, they could come back and to help the country as well. But we want to aid even the country inside Ethiopia. So we are, a good collaboration with Addis Ababa University, but not only with Jimma University. We are trying to do something even with the Mekelle University. So we are with Bayarda University. We are very rare. We are very, this is one of the key sectors of the education. But let me talk even about our school. That sometimes, I know that is not so huge, but not to underestimate the message. We have an Italian school where maybe 95% are Abesha. And we give them scholarship to go in Italy. We have even our institute of, for the post-high school that, could help to find a job immediately in Italy or in Ethiopia. And they can study in both universities, Italian and Addis Ababa one. And the fees are very low, not comparable with any. I smile because I know what does it cost to go in some other international school, and our fees are symbolic, let me say. So that's not to underestimate the work that we are doing there, like a message for the other. But also in the university, as I said before, we are doing a great job. So we are improving, and we have to continue. Training is one of the key messages as well of the Piano Mattei. So to help people to find job here, and to let the country develop, and even to go, abroad and to share experience with us. But this is a legal migration. That's what we want. I thank you for this, because we brought here Polytechnic of Turin not less than 3 weeks ago, that we signed together with Addis Ababa University this memorandum. Let me say that Polytechnic of Turin is one of the best universities in Italy, very well known all over the world. And now they are collaborating with Addis Ababa University. We have even a program with the Ministry of Information and Technology for startup, for the youngster. We are doing Creative Hub with UNIDO through Italian money. That's all we're doing here. To promote the youngster, the training and the education of the people. The key is the education. I think the key, to increase the economy and to help the country to develop inside is one of the key, even to solve any problem inside the country. I think Italy is aware that Africa should be represented better, on United Nations level. And I think it's a matter of time. Before, after, to be effective, United Nations should have more representative from African, member state. In the meantime, we are, we are member of a group called United for Consensus to limit the veto power, in order to democratize the United Nations, because it's the only way to go forward. So, in both ways, we are, we push for, major representative of African country. That's what we do, and we believe in this. That's not up to me to say, that's something that you have to solve in the African Union. Ethiopia has a huge potential, but you have to discuss and negotiating inside African Union. That is the right place to discuss. On this even the African state on African continent had to find a way to go forward together. Dialogue and negotiation as the only way to go forward. So let me start first with the Red Sea. So we have an operation called Aspides under the flag of European Union that is patrolling the Red Sea, because after the attack of Houthi we were affected by our trade. It's very important for us to have a free trade on the Suez Canal and the Red Sea. So for us it's very, I'm ambassador in Djibouti as well. For us it's crucial to to have a free trade on that area without being attacked. Our import were decreased when the Houthi attack began. So we had to intervene immediately, and for us it's very important. But coming back to Ethiopia for the access to the sea, I mean, from every problem could you could have opportunity. I think, for Ethiopia, the aspiration to have an access to the sea is legitimate. But it's important to have this through peaceful dialogue and to negotiation, as Prime Minister Abiy said in Parliament a few days ago. That's the key. And that could be a win-win opportunity for everybody, for Ethiopia and for the states that are going to agree with you, on this matter. But, on this I'm optimistic. I think that through negotiation, through peaceful dialogue, that we believe on this, Ethiopia could find a way to have an access to trade access to the sea that could secure trade and and import from other countries. We are already cooperating on coffee, not only in the 10 millions, but coffee is something that we are always on our mind, because you are a big exporter of coffee, but the market is requiring always more sophisticated Arabica, whatever, so we have to work on this because it's a good voice for your GDP, and is an interest for, not only Western countries, but the countries all over the world. So we have to continue to work together. Coffee is another important, industry for job creation. But you are not to take only coffee. No, there is. I can even mention, textile that we have. In Mekelle we have Calcedonia. In Kombolcha we have Kolnagi that are, a very big industries, very big factory, giving job, and I can tell that our Kolnagi in Kombolcha is zero emission, is one of the best. I visit many times, one of the best factory that you could not see also in Italy, and the work you have, let me say, very good trained workers and low energy costs, so it could be an opportunity. But we have to improve more and more stability and go ahead on this. Is minimum what you are producing, but you can produce even, because you have some places like altitude 1,000 meters that is perfect for the, for the wine or for producing wine. But you are not to see wine just like domestic market, even to export. But you have to have you have to share experience. I know that you are trying to do something. I saw some brand. I don't want to make marketing, but long way to go. I mean, wine market is very complicated, very sophisticated, so you have to have experience on this, even, you know, to share experience on this. But you have perfect climate to have it in some part of Ethiopia. No, I mean, I want to thank you, and you know, I think, as I said, Ethiopia should push on economy. Economy is the only way forward, no question. I really believe that if you improve your economy, there won't be any problem, or also in other issues. We have to focus on people, job creation, and economy. And that's the only way to go forward in order to even to pave the way and to solve any problem. It's not, I cannot say that, you know, this is my final word, because it's, you know, I still have a lot of work to do. But let me say that we achieved good results. We spend in less than 3 years 350 million on development and on humanitarian side. We intervene everywhere. We intervene, I mean, from Tigray, Oromia, Amara, you know, Afar, or, you know, Somali region. We have a, you know, a very big project for Matei Plan on Jimma, giving, I mean, for job creation, and it's an amazing that we implemented. We are working on the 2 hospitals in Tigray, big one, you know, one in Adwa, another in Shire, Surulta. We have a project in Amara in Gondar for another hospital that very soon we are going to implement. And, you know, in humanitarian, we were the first to go in IDP camp, you know, also in Tigray, or, you know, in Gambella, without any distinction. I mean, we try to implement our program with real, you know, pragmatism to help Ethiopia, not to, you know, not to show the flag or just to do something to say, but something to help, you know, and that's our way of doing, you know, and it's for the incredible relation that, and outstanding relation that Prime Minister Meloni has with Prime Minister Abiy. As you know, she was here on the 2023. I think maybe she'll be here very soon, and we can continue this collaboration. So we cannot stop. We believe that Ethiopia is, and it could be a stabilizer of the Horn of Africa. You have to solve some domestic problem, but I think that you could do it. And, you know, it could be, you know, like, let me say, given that this is so big country with a big population, it could be a very good, you know, train for the economy of the other country. But it's up to you. So the challenge is there. And we are here, as I say, to, you know, to collaborate.